Now on to part 4, I believe. And I think this might be at least 2 more parts longer. You know, including this part. There's probably going to be one more part after this. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get started. And to be honest, a lot of these that I'm about to show I haven't watched yet, you know, because of being busy and things like that. So, but I'll show them anyway. Next up is a 4-movie collection. It has Space Jam, which is the only reason I got it. It has Looney Tunes Back in Action, Funny Monkey, and Osmosis Jones. This was the only reason I got this because this DVD was like $8 or something, and Space Jam is actually more expensive than that. So I figured, you know, I might as well get it so I can get the movie. But it's a really funny movie. I liked it. You know, it's about these Looney Tunes that are being wanted by these aliens to go back to their planet and, you know, be slaves and stuff. And so they challenge them to a basketball game, and so they can win, they end up getting help from Michael Jordan. And you know, they're going to play this game, and of course if the Looney Tunes win, then they don't have to go back to their planet. But if the aliens win, then they have to go back with the aliens to be slaves, basically. But yeah, I have no interest in the other 3. I just got it for Space Jam. And it's just a double-sided disc, so I'm not going to open it up. Next up is Lethal Weapon 4, which I got it to complete my Lethal Weapon collection. And until I see the other ones, I'm not going to watch this one, but I picked this up for a pretty good price. And that's about all I have to say about that. Next up is The Nutty Professor. This was one of my childhood favorites. It's about a guy named Sherman who, you know, he's really fat and he has a lot of problems because of it. You know, people making fun of him and stuff like that. And so he comes up with this solution, and he drinks it and it makes him thin just like he always wanted to be. But then of course after that he starts to have a personality change, and it's really made him not that good of a person as far as personality. So he has to choose between being this way or being skinny and you know, not having a very good personality. And it's a funny movie. I liked it. I need to definitely sit down and watch this one again. Next up is Hope Floats. This was another favorite of mine when I was younger. And it's still a pretty good movie. A lot of people don't like it, though, I don't think. But it's about Sandra Bullock's character. Her husband cheats on her, and they separate temporarily. And so she goes to live with her mother, and she takes her daughter with her. And while she's there, she ends up meeting this other guy who she knew when she was younger. And this other guy is really interested in her and wants to be with her. And she secretly does too, but she's afraid to because she doesn't know if she'll get back together with her husband or not. But it is a very good movie, very sad one as well. And I would definitely recommend that you try this one. And this one also is a double-sided disc, so I'm not going to open it up. Next up, I know a lot of you will be really proud of me. It's Star Wars: A New Hope. This was a good movie. I got it off Netflix, and after watching it, I went out and I got the movie. But yeah, I actually liked it a lot better than I thought I would. Haven't seen the sequels yet, but this is the only one that I've seen so far. It's about Luke Skywalker. He leaves this planet, and he goes to this other planet to rescue this princess from Darth Vader. That's basically what it's about, and I thought it was really good. Definitely looking forward to watching the sequels eventually. It's a really nice addition. Next up is Twin Peaks: Fire Walk with Me. And until I finish the series, that's when I'll watch this movie. I've heard mixed things about this, and I actually heard it's kind of scary, so I'm kind of a little bit nervous about watching it. But if you have seen this movie, please let me know what you think of it. That's what it looks like. Next up is Gangs of New York. Got this for a good price. I haven't seen this one yet. I've heard really good things about it though, so if you've seen it, please let me know what you think of it. This one's a 2-disc edition as well. Next up is Blade Runner, the final cut. I started watching this one, but I really wasn't that impressed with it, so I ended up turning it off. To be honest with you, I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna try to watch it again, but maybe one of these days I will. I don't know, but yeah, I know a lot of people like it, but to be honest with you, when I saw of it, I really wasn't that thrilled with it. You know, I wanted to like it, but I wasn't that crazy about it, what I saw of it. This one's also a 2-disc edition. And just so you know, these next few I'm about to show, I haven't seen hardly any of them, so please bear with me and let me know your thoughts on all of them. Next up is Analyze This with Robert De Niro. This was one of those $3 Big Lots movies, and that's what that one looks like. Next up is Demolition Man, which I also haven't seen, and it's also double-sided as well. Sorry, I'm trying to rush through these. Next up is For Love of the Game with Kevin Costner. This is a really, really good movie, and to cut down on time, I'm not really going to explain them that much, but you know, it's about a guy that's pitching his first game after being out of the game with an injury for so long, and you see flashbacks of his life, you know, some of the things that have happened, and I thought it was really good. You should check it out. I'm just not going to open it. Next up is The Professional, which I have seen this one. Saw it off of Netflix. I figured I might as well pick it up. This is a really good movie. It's about a hitman, and this little girl, her family is killed by these people, and so she goes to Leon, and he pretty much takes care of her, and you know, he teaches her his ways so that she can go and get revenge on the people that killed her family, basically. It was a really good movie. I liked it. Next up is The Naked Gun, which this one I haven't seen yet, so please let me know what you think of it. And I have 2 more here. Next up is another one that I haven't seen. It's the last one that I haven't seen. It's The Searchers with John Wayne. I think this was $5 or something like that. And I've heard mixed things about this one, but mostly good things, so please let me know what you think of this one as well. There's a DVD. Then the last one here is Invictus. This was a blind buy, and to be honest with you, this one wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Parts of it were okay, but overall it wasn't that good. It's about Morgan Freeman. He's the ruler of this African country, and he's trying to help this rugby team to win a championship. A team that's really bad and doesn't do well at all, and he's trying to encourage this team to get better and to win the championship for all the people. And you know, the last half hour or so was really good, but before that I thought it was boring. So yeah, I wasn't too crazy about this one, but I think it's worth watching if you like Morgan Freeman. So yeah, that's my Overdue DVD update. And I'm really sorry I went through a lot of these kind of fast. I didn't want to have to do a 5th part. But that's basically it. I hope you really enjoyed this update, and I think from now on I'm just going to do an update every couple of months instead of every month. You know, that way I'll have more to show. But yeah, that's basically it. I really hope you enjoyed these videos, so I'll see you in the next video.